Hello, ladies and gentlemen, lovers of My Day, My Story. Again, this is MC par excellence, yours and yours alone. Today's topic is going to be, controversial, interesting, and this is a topic that needs to be talked about. We're going to be talking about Ondo. We are going to be talking about well-established names, churches, the politics that's into our religion. A lot is going to be talked about today. I am so excited. So is my executive producer at Lasan Legacy Studio. All right, so let's dig into this topic of the day. The topic's name is Iluyomade. As you guys know me, I am very Ondo-centric. Now we're going to be talking about a name, Iluyomade. You all know how to translate that name because it's a great name in Ondo town. And right now it's trending globally. The name is trending so globally that I don't even know how to lay it down to you so you can understand. The name is global. You know, in my high school days, Principal Iluyomade, Reverend Canon Iluyomade was an icon. And now, if I have to reveal all that to you, in the year 1969, I graduated, the year before I graduated from primary school, I graduated from Christ School. And then the biggest thing that I received, the biggest, what should I call it? I should call it a good reward for hard work in the primary school was that I was admitted into Ondo Boys High School. And who was going to be my principal other than Reverend Canon Iluyomade? And in those years, that's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, gbọ́dọ̀ tiẹ̀ fi Reverend Iluyomade, you know, you come to his school, you have to just be very happy and know that you are in the best high school there is. Now, let's fast forward from that. Let me tell you about my background, why Reverend Iluyomade is very important in my life story. My daddy's generation, the father of Reverend Iluyomade, was one of the people who worshipped at St. Stephen's Okaloko with my daddy. Baba ECO Bobani, the Odimdim himself. And so, that is how I'm going to set up the, how should I put it? The story that is generating right now. Let me fast forward. Ká tún lọ síwájú, ká wo bó ṣe ń lọ. Let me fast forward to America. I have met generations of the Iluyomades. Wonyi Iluyomade, who I call Wayne. Wayne Iluyomade, you know, Wayne was a stand-up guy. Anywhere I met Wayne, he was always good. And this is like 3 or 4 generations downstream. And then I met Colonel Iluyomade. Now, the story about Colonel Iluyomade is so funny. Everywhere we meet, because I do events, MC par excellence, I do events, right? And everywhere he met me, he would say, in Ondo parlance, Bami kia o. And there was one event where we met. Colonel Iluyomade said, She usobo ayae, meaning that is your wife from the Urobo tribe? And we laughed. Again, my wife is an Akishete, so from Ondo town. Okay, that's not where we're going right now. Tonight, we're going to, well, I said tonight. I don't know what time it will be where you are hearing this podcast, My Day, My Story podcast. We are going to be talking about someone in Nigeria who belongs to RCCG, a pastor and his wife. This is a story that we're going to try to weave into understanding. Pastor Iluyomade was let me not speak about this in the past. Let me not speak about him in the past tense. He's the pastor of a Redeemed Church of a Redeemed Church of God in Lagos. What has happened is that because his wife had a flamboyant and extravagant 60th birthday event, he is going to be, I'm not going to call it extradited or just removed from the church, but he's been demoted. How else can I put it? Báwo mo ṣe lè sọ pé kò tiẹ̀ ń ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ demote Pastor Iluyomade. If Pastor Adeboye knows who this gentleman is, he will find a way. Ó máa wá bọ́n ṣe máa ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bó dẹ̀ ṣe máa dà. Pastor Iluyomade, because his wife had an extravagant birthday celebration, is being called out. And báwo dẹ̀ ni gbogbo kìíní ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀? This guy has served the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, for over 30 years. And how are we going to put the things together that has to do with his wife having an extravagant celebration and having him demoted? Now, we have to look back into history. Let's find out if church is a business. Is it a business? Quite honestly, is Pastor Iluyomade doing the things that the powers that be in the church want him to do? Or is he flaunting what the church wants? Now, there's another name that I have to put into this podcast. It is called, that name is Herbert Wigwe of blessed memory. You all have heard about him. The CEO or the established face of Access Bank in Nigeria, who, well, perished along with his wife and his son during the last 2023, no, I believe it was 2024 NFL Finals. He is the financier of RCCG, where Pastor Iluyomade is the head pastor. Now, I believe the beef that Pastor Iluyomade has, no. The beef that RCCG has with Pastor Iluyomade is that, a week to the birthday celebration of his wife, we're having issues because the financier is not, is dead. Let us postpone that. But this is the way we have to look at these things. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. We have to look at it as, how can we expect that a financier will be dead a week before all preparations have been made? No way, no how. There is no way to see how that was going to happen. No way to foresee that. And now, if the wife was having an extravagant, now, let's not forget about that. If the wife is having an extravagant celebration of her 60th birthday, how is the husband culpable about that? Báwo ni ìyàwó ṣe máa ṣe bàdé tó jẹ́ pé ọkọ ló máa gba wàhálà tó wà nídìí ẹ̀. I'm so sorry that my Yoruba is subpar. Ondomie. So now I have to just pen down to this point right now. This is where I am going. How is Pastor Iluyomade culpable in this situation? Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ wàhálà ẹ̀ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣe parẹ́? Àwọn kọ́ ni wọ́n pa Dr. Wigwe. Not be them kill am now. Let us put all these things in perspective. And now, Baba Adeboye, Baba Ojoyakpe, what I'm going to say while I close this podcast and want all of you to comment, like, subscribe, and comment on this podcast is this. Baba Adeboye, ẹ̀yin ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ nsìn sà. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, kó di business, because tá bá ti ń dárúkọ Wigwe, tá à ń dárúkọ ibi tí church yẹn wà. And now, something just came to mind. Pastor Tola Odutola, tó bá ti ń di pé, ọ̀rọ̀ church ó ti ń di business, ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ronú ẹ̀. Ọjọ́ yẹn á pẹ́ sà. I'm not criticizing you, because I heard about and I read about how you started your Christian career. Christian career ní Matepe, ní Ondo town. And the person who started RCCG was an Ondo man. Okay? So, Iluyomade, I'm going to say that you have heard that name in Ondo. That's an iconic name. As a matter of fact, let me just throw this in. The studio where My Day, My Story podcast is being recorded right now was a real estate location that was found out by an Iluyomade, KG Iluyomade. And I am so proud to say that without her efforts, this recording and this effort will be impossible. So, what am I saying? Baba Adeboye, think twice about it. We're calling it suspension, and let me tell you, sir, Baba, all eyes are on you. And wọ́n máa sọ pé Adégún, àwọn náà ni wọ́n máa tún sọ pé Adéògún. You are doing it right today, but guess what? It has become political. It will not be right tomorrow. Think about how it's going to be talked about when you are no longer the GO of RCCG, Redeemed Christian Church of God. And so, having said all of that, I want to give kudos to all the Iluyomades that I know, and let us put efforts together to tell Baba Adeboye, Emmanuel, I don't know what that A in the middle stands for, Adeboye, E-A Adeboye, Baba, Ojo Yakpe, we respect you. And what I have heard is that on your 82nd birthday, you are going to be gifted something in the area of billions of dollars. I don't know what that stands for. But guess what? You have to think about what will be said about you once you are no longer part of this life. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to have a great shout out to all the Iluyomades that I know. KG Iluyomade, shout out to you. Shade Iluyomade, shout out to you. I'm going to call him my senior from way back then. The one who said, is your wife an Igbo woman? And I laughed about it. And like I said earlier, my wife is an Akishete. And when we Nigasondo, Baba understand that. So I'm going to give a shout out to Shade Iluyomade, Colonel Iluyomade, and the latest Iluyomade by marriage who just passed away. I give you greetings. All of you, I appreciate you. Fred Adeduro, I give you kudos. You are keeping the Iluyomade name going. Ladies and gentlemen, I have said my piece about this Iluyomade controversy going on. Let me round up by saying, Baba Adeboye, please do not relegate someone who has worked so hard to keep the RCCG name going. Do not relegate him to nothingness. And to all the people who are trying to make a church a business, I say, think about what will Jesus do? WWJD. And on that note, MC Par Excellence says, God bless you. Until we meet again on my day, my story, I say, ciao.